Hello and welcome back to another Fate Granddaughter video. So yeah, we'll be continuing with the story where we last left off. We did the desert safari, then after that we battled what's her name? The goat foreigner. Yeah, we battled her and yeah, we left off there after capturing them. So let's see where this continues. Section 9, Desert Dubai, Queen and Camel. Oh, nice. You see, uh, hmm, you see, there are plenty of dates for everyone. Go on, don't be shy. Dates are staple here, just as they are in my homeland. They are made by drying out date palm fruit. Of course, there may be no need to tell you about them since I'm sure you have all had them many times before. My point is merely that you're free to eat as many as you like. I'm quite fond of them too. Delicious. Agreed. These staple sweetness and textures remind me of dried parmesans. I could eat these all day. It's too bad Vargas couldn't come with us. Indeed. I suppose it just goes to show how serious she takes her daily exercise routine. Dubai Sports Gym, Desert Region Branch. Oh, uh, that's it. You're doing great. But I think it's time for a break. Your muscles should be feeling the burn pretty well by now. I can't stop here. My summer duty is the protection and preservation of nature. I must remain in top physical form. You really do take this seriously, huh? Seems I should be using the usual metric for someone like you. Shouldn't be using, okay? Alright, time for the hardcores. Let's find out where your limits really are. Give me another sec. Absolutely. You know what? You have the making of an excellent master. Such an unwavering commitment to her principle. She is a true guardian of nature and the desert, in every sense of the word. She can be a little too earnest at times, but I would still love to have someone like her as a general in my army. So what happened with Mole after that? Yeah, Mole, Jack da Mole. That's who I was thinking. Don't worry about. Don't worry. We were more than fair. Once we have collected her fines, we'll arrange a legally binding contract with her and have her run a bank for us. The only problem was her money laundering. Money landing operation wasn't legally authorized. As long as everything is overboard, there should be no issue. There is no denying how high the cost of living is here. And when customers are trying to decide what to buy, well, the more choice the better, right? She was happy to agree. Said it. She was happy to agree. Said it beat just sitting around a jail cell twiddling her thumbs. I can't tell if you're being magnanimous or devious. This desert feels a little different from my homeland, but it is still a fine desert indeed. So as a queen, it is incumbent upon me to enjoy this desert and ensure it remains peaceful. And economic stability is a crucial component for peace. That is why I have brought the Queen of Sheba in to serve as my financial minister. She has been a great help in that department. Well, I do know a thing or two about making money in the desert. What do you know about the rumored beast? I have been vigilant, however, I have not noticed anything strange thus far. If we would have to con- if we did have to contend with a beast, we would not have a hard time to concern ourselves with loan sharks. I see. Then I guess there is no other problems out here in the desert, huh? I don't know if I would say that. Why? Is there a problem? Not exactly. It's more a request I have for you. Though I confess one I am embarrassed to make. Good point. If everyone's up to a task, I'll be master and his crew. It'll be master and his crew. Indeed. You see, we have been holding camel races to help drum up business. Camel races, right? I remember now. In the Middle East, they tend to race camels instead of horses. That's right. I read about them as well. They are quite popular here. No kidding. We do not take bets, but we do offer prize money, and of course, the jockey's honor is on the line too. They are very engaging to watch. At any rate, we have received word that some jockeys will be unable to participate in the next race. The reasons are understandable. A sudden illness, a camel injury, things of that sort. Whatever the reason, we need to fill. How many slots are we missing now? 3, I believe. Right. We need to fill 3 slots. I'm hoping you might be willing to do so yourselves. You are all well known around here, and having skilled competitors in the race will make things more fun for the spectators. I know this is quite a lot to ask, and so suddenly to boot, so I certainly will not demand you claim first place. Though, of course, if you do manage to place high, you will be rewarded accordingly with prize money. I see. That sounds like a great way to have fun in the desert, as much for riders as for spectators. Speaking of for myself, I prefer oceans of water or to seas of sand. I will enjoy this from stands. Sounds fun, but I don't have a camel. I don't suppose I could ride my own steed, could I? Oh sure, that would be perfectly fine. My camel race is special, you see. Anyone who has a horse or mount of their own is free to use it. I then use illusions and perception blocker spells to make them seem like they are riding camels. So anything goes then. In that case, could I compete with my city mechanism? A whole city is probably pushing it. A car, sure, but I can't really allow something to enter the race if it's too big to even qualify as a vehicle. Damn. Well, I suppose a city my size would cross this desert in a single step, so I wouldn't be much of a race. It wouldn't be. Hold on. If you say we can use any kind of regular size vehicle we like, wouldn't anyone driving, say, a car or a rocket ship have a huge advantage over anyone riding an actual camel? Don't worry, I've got that all covered. Whenever I cast the illusion that makes your ride look like camel, I also apply a modifier that converts it to camel speeds. I guess when you think about it, it's more of a curse really. At any rate, the modifier ensures that every racer moves at the velocity their vehicle would have if it was a camel. Which means that everyone gets to enjoy a fair, pulse-pounding, super daring camel race. All that said, I'd really rather racers compete with a camel wherever possible. That's great. Then my steed and I can race after all. We are gonna go so fast. Come to think of it, didn't you have a camel of your own now, Shufu? Who? Me? Well, I guess one did spawn when I got this swimsuit spirit region. No idea why though. Really? That's perfect. Then you simply have to compete. I always love meeting darling new camels. Damn, talk about pushy. If I had to choose, I'm actually more of a sailor than a jockey, you know? Alright, if Nikichich and Shufu are going to compete, that just leaves one more slot. Why don't you take it, Master? You should have no trouble thanks to Sir Galahad's riding skill. Mash. I thought it said Master, okay? I suppose, but isn't that also true for you, Percival? Well, yes. But on the matter of enjoying camel race, the jury is still out as to whether it is better to spectate or participate. Besides, if you do it, you and Master could team up and race together. And since this is more of a festival event where it doesn't much matter who wins, then arguably the best way to enjoy it is to take part in it. I'm sure you'll have much more fun if you do so with Master than by yourself. You can absolutely ride tandem if you like. Camels carry two people at once all the time. I actually was thinking it would be nice to try riding a camel. You too, Master. I didn't expect you to be so interested. Still, I'm afraid we don't have a camel ourselves. Or even anything we could use in place of one. But if that's all, I can just rent you one from my special flock. I have plenty to go around. Well, letting Master have a truly relaxing vacation is one of our main objectives, so I guess. Alright, I'll do it. I'll compete in the camel race along with Master. So you are going to be one of my opponents now. Now I am really excited. Damn it, why do I have to get stuck with some random ass camel in the spirit region? Oh well, if you two are competing too, then I won't have to worry about trying to win. I don't care about race, so if you only need me to fill a spot, I'll just trot along at my own pace, trying not to get injured. Besides, if I'm going to be riding my camel anyway, there are other things I'd like to do while I'm at it. Wonderful. Then I'll show you to the starting line. We'll begin the race once all the jockeys are ready. So I suggest you take this time now to... a moment. Are you three planning to race dressed as you are? Yes, why? Is that a problem? I suppose it's not my place to say anything, but you should know that around here, people can be criminally punished for unjust behavior. So I advise you to pay close attention to your appearance and be careful not to dress inappropriately. Yeah. Yes, what is it? Yeah. Zenobia's spirit origin to be like that. Oh, Jagamoya. Alright folks, this is it. The moment you have all been waiting for. I'm Miss Jagamura, your resident famously beautiful jungle idol who for some reason prefers doing play-by-play at this table. And by me to provide color commentary to the race is our own executive producer Shivanyan. Thanks for having me. I'm mainly here so I can watch my adorable camels give their all from the best seat in the desert. So don't expect much from me. That's our Shivanyan for you. I wish I could finagle a job where I got paid wherever I worked on, whether I worked or not. Anyway, please give us the rules. Of course, they are simple. Each racer must start the race on their camel, and whoever first crosses the finish line after passing through all the checkpoints is the winner. Racers may not attack other racers' camels, but they may, however, attack each other. So please feel free to enjoy a bit of battling while you race, but keep it within reason. Oh baby, that's the kind of talk that gets this Jaguar wire blood pumping. And now, let's introduce the racers. Here they come. Contestant number 1 is who else? Queen Zenobia. Haha, I never said I wouldn't compete myself. I'm quite a talented rider for a horse and camel. Do not hold back. Give me your best. Contestant number 2 is none other than our very own master and Mashkirielite. Thank you. I'll do my best. Master, I know you are already riding the camel, so you can get used to it as quickly as possible. But could you maybe try waving it to the spectators a little? I actually didn't think I can right now. Nope, sorry, I can't. I didn't realize camels were so big. You could also use that thing that makes that big boom sound. I kind of like to hear it myself. If you insist, if you mean the word knock. I'm afraid I don't have it with me right now. Maybe next time. Oh, by the way, our introductions are starting with the more normal contestants first, so keep that in mind. Next contestant number 3, Zhufu, the terrifying summer Pier Mancer. Hi, I'm just here to fill an empty slot in the lineup. If any of you think of placing bets on me, I strongly encourage you to reconsider. Not to worry, here gambling is a criminal offense. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna do whatever. So there you go. What? Okay. Next up, contestant number 4, registered to some random camel owner, is Robot Jockey. Is it Shiva's Robot Jockey? Oh, I read about those when I was studying, so they really are using one. Wow. Makes sense. Lighter jockeys have a significant advantage. Huh? Reminds me of Servant was surrealism. Our next contestants are all using camel substitutes. First up, contestant number 5, the assassin from the north. Even now, I still can't tell if she's a fellow cat or not. Dobrynya Nikitich. Haha, I'm gonna have so much fun. Remember, I used a spell to change your mount's appearance and resist its capabilities. So don't expect your camel to take the skies in this age. These next two I'm going to introduce together since they seem to be rivals. Oh. Contestant number 6, Madam Carmilla. Contestant number 7, Takeda Harunobu. I only agreed to participate in this race because I was told I could show off my machine's true capabilities. I don't know if I'll ever get used to driving across the desert or something that looks like a scarlet camel. And I thought we were here to prove which red sports car is the fastest. Seeing my Kuro Kumo transformed into a camel gutted me. Still, appearance aside, my faithful horse turned car turned camel isn't about to lose. You'll be eating the Takeda's camel dust soon enough. Hey, confident, aren't you, little boy? Do you still hold tight to your confidence, or this phantom thief will steal it and your honor from right under your nose. Oh, you've got guts challenging a Takeda. I look forward to see what you're made of, phantom thief. Remember, even cars are restricted to camel equivalent speed, so you can have your fair competition with all the other jockeys too. And last but certainly not least, we have an unusual contestant who will be running the race himself. Contestant number 8, the terrifying speedster of China, red hair. What? No, you got my name wrong. I'm Lubu. Oh, oops, must have been a mistake in your entry form. Sorry about that. Take 2. Red camel. No, Lubu. I took the liberty of casting my illusion directly on the contestant in this case. I hope you don't mind, sir. Not at all. If word got out that such a renowned figure as myself was taking part in this race, I could cause panic in the streets. You simply did what you had to be done. And that's all our contestants. Yes, there are 8 racers who will be competing for your viewers' pleasure today. Who will be the one crowned camel speed master when the sand settles? Stay tuned to find out. Okay. Alright, everyone. Is everyone ready? Then, here we go. Do, dee. Well, now that we are underway, guess there is only one thing to do. Come on, come forth, imaginary lady you. Oh, here's you, riding a camel. Seems like fun. Okay, sure. Go on then. Take me with you. Yes, my lady, believe me, I would love nothing more. I'm so I'm happy right now. If you only this moment could last forever. Alright, now that this trip is guaranteed to be a treasured memory for me and imaginary lady you, I'll just have to make sure our trip to our destination is as safe and luxurious as if we were on a honeymoon. Woo! It looks like one of our contestants is already off her own little world, but that should be entertaining in its own way. We are really just racing for fun on here. So as long as everyone's enjoying themselves, the rest doesn't matter. Oh, that didn't take long. The racers are closing in on each other. Looks like we are about to see some contact. We'll be showing you the live we'll be showing you live footage of each likely clash as they occur. And don't worry everyone, thanks to my spell, it may look like the contestants are fighting a typical battle, but they are actually all begin very careful. But they are actually all being very careful not to harm the camels even as they get in each other's way. Yes, there she is. The Norikyu. Oh, I have to bring a mush. Yeah, sure. Where is Mush? Here she is. Okay. Now's the time to run. Okay.
いただこれはよいどうぞシェータさんまだ倒れませんおむちかとこの一時にすべてをこの一時に一期一会
聞かぬ
Okay, both the guys. Can you keep up? Let me show you that striving skill. Okay.
Ah, そうか。受けたまわりました。楽しめ。リキューパンチ。痛いわ。
風のごとく。後ろだ。林のごとく。
しかと。落ち着いて。はあ。
The fun is as a queen of desert nation. This is fun.
たまには受けたまわりました。遥か陶撃思い立ち。
Okay, she said, as a queen of the desert, I cannot lose.
ゲートオブエーギル。茶の湯とはただ沸かしただ立てただ飲むばかりにございます。ゆえに一期一会とお見 ことにございました。利休感激でございます。
Yeah, you are red here. Alright. I'm still impressed by just how strong and fast you are. You're definitely a tough opponent even as a camel. But that doesn't mean we are going to lose. I can just about keep up as long as I make good use of my Knight of Round Table horsemanship. As I keep reminding everyone, I'm Lu Bu. And while I'm at it, I have a question. Why do you refuse to look me in the eyes? And I didn't know better. I'd think there was something wrong with my face. No, not looking at you. Still looking at him in the eye. Sorry, Rada, but looking away is our only option right now. Behold Lubu from behind. Now from the side. Coward. Coward. I don't know what you're talking about. Who but Lubu could fly across these times? They did call me the Flying General, you know? While I, Lubu, will always enjoy galloping across galaxy plains, there is also something to be said for running through the dry winds of desert dunes. Let's keep this pace up. I just realized I no longer see the road sign. Just give me a sec, I'll be back. Okay. Oh, this must be a cunning trap. The key meaning the key men dunja. Sorry, but no. Yeah, this cat thinks you got so caught up in enjoying your run. You didn't even notice you left the course. When did I end up surrounded by wild camels? Hold on, I can't run with you sticking so close to me. You must be fans of mine, no? I'm happy to sign autographs, but I need to form an orderly line post. Not bad, little boy. I'm still just getting started. You underestimate the Takeda at your own peril. Now I'm since seeing the camels that sounds like hot rods, but they still move at camel speed. Whoa, they're that's a weird sentence. Whoa, they're drifting on their camels. They're incredible camel jockeys. But isn't that just the turnaround point? Yeah, yes it is. And they both overshot it by quite a bit. It seems their rides have so much camel power. They just struggle with tight turns. We can hope to match their speed, but we can still compete by being smart about our route. Haha, I can see how you make a name for yourself in the North Bogota. Keeping up with me is no small feat, especially when you are not familiar with the desert. I'm used to navigating treacherous tundra. Compared to that, the sand dunes are no big deal. And that's not all. We have caught up to them, Master. However, my whole goal for summer is to enjoy myself. This race is no different. I'm focusing less on winning and more on just having a good time. Oh, nicely done. I'm not about to pass up this chance to get in on the fun myself. Of course, I already expected as much. I've been looking forward to fighting you. It looks like we have another race battle on our hands, Master. Taking them both and passing them is gonna be tough. Then we'll just have to find a way through while we fend off them. Alright, the front runners should be visible any second. Whoa, hold the phones, that silhouette looks like. I can't believe it, the first ones to reach the goal is... Rocket Jockey. Since he didn't get in anyone else's way, no one got in his way either. It looks like not having anyone paying any attention to him meant he could just run the race at his own speed. No wait, by that logic there is another camel still in the run. Me and Lady you together forever. That's Jufu. It's Jufu. Apparently she's just been going at her own pace this whole time and none of the other contestants have even noticed her. Now, thanks to her employing the tourist tortoise and the hare strategy, she's taken second place. It's pretty clear from the look in her eyes and she's still off in her own world. But it's like they say, the best people to hide a tree is in forest. Maybe the best place to hide from reality is in fantasy. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, by the way, I can see Lord Zhang Yu over there, so I'm gonna get going. Bye. And Lady Yu. Ah, Lady Yu. Wait, Lady Yu. I've been holding it in the best I could. Recent. Uh, Sorry about that. I don't know what I said. I have been holding it in as best as I can, but my imagination just couldn't hold it out any longer. My image of Lady U is so perfect in every detail that it wound up too real. Huh? Un- Unfathomable. With a surprise burst of speed, Zhu Fu surges ahead to claim her first place. The winner is Zhu Fu! Okay. What do we get? Million QP. Congratulations to all of you on a wonderful raid. Now for the banquet to celebrate our contestants, our producers and our spectators. Please enjoy the pleasure of the dessert at night for as long as your heart desire. Oh, and of course, you mustn't forget to celebrate the racers. Oh, and of course, we mustn't forget to celebrate the race's winners. She is the true queen of tonight's festivities. I'm afraid we do not have any alcohol, but at least to make sure she has first pick of all the best meals. Congratulations on your victory. Looks like your strategy really paid off. All I did was enjoy my imaginary date with Lady U. I might have lost, but I still had lots of fun. Me too. This was a wonderful experience. And it looks like Master enjoyed himself too. This gambit worked out great. Camel racing was already on our list of possible activities. So I'm glad to see you enjoy it, Ved. Though I was surprised to see you taking part yourself. We even got some prize money thanks to Shufu's win, so I'd say everything worked out. I couldn't see the whole race since I had some business to take care of, but I did see you cross the finish line. You all did great. I knew this was going in, but the desert really doesn't suit me at all. With so little rain or water around, I don't have enough magical energy to make small city scale motorcycle. I know what you mean. I miss being surrounded by water too. Not to say getting by is difficult here. It's nice that it's not too cold, even now when the sun's setting. For a desert, the temperature doesn't seem to fluctuate as much. I think it's because of the terrain. As I thought, there are some things you just can't grasp until you experience them for yourself. I'm looking forward to enjoying an evening at a campsite in a comfortable desert. It looks like the food's ready too. The meat smells really good. I think I'll go get some better load up my plate too since I'm still a growing boy. Of course, I see there are also mountains of dates to enjoy, as well as other sweets I'm not familiar with. My hopes are high. Then, what are we waiting for? Let's take the queen up on her generous offer and enjoy the festivities. I just wish there was some good old-fashioned pirate rum to go around too. Okay, Samra. Samura Remnant team. The Shinsengume team. These cheese kebabs are great. I love nice, simple dishes like these. Feels like just the kind of thing you'd eat while off on an adventure. Seems kind of like peasant food, not a treat for royalty, but they are sure tasty. Something wrong, Mante. I was just thinking about how Ruggiero used to eat skewers like this all the time. Ah, if I'm thinking that, then Ruggiero might be somewhere close by again. I've got to look for him. Hope you find him, but you probably shouldn't run around holding a skewer like that. And now for some entertainment, starting with belly dancing. Next, I'll be doing a little fire dance of my own. Ha! Those tails of flames leave in dark. Those tails the flame leave in the dark are beautiful. And now the finale. Hello, Master. I don't think you should be using the show for your own personal agenda. Oh, cool. This is fun, huh, Jiang? It's so sparkly and floaty and burny. More. Yeah, dancing, performance. It's beautiful. I love it. Well, everyone, are you enjoying yourselves? Yep, and this barbecue is super yummy too. The dessert banquet is awesome. This dessert. Good, I'm glad to hear it. I tend to go to bed early, so I just wished to check in before doing so. Queen of the dessert. I know I asked you this before, but you know how there's supposedly a beast somewhere around Dubai? You still don't have any idea how that might have happened or noticed anything else strange, right? No, unfortunately. However, I may have mentioned this before, but something does seem off. This is a good dessert. There is no question about that. And yet I cannot help but feel there is something different about it. That may just be that it is not the dessert of Palmyra I once called home. But for some reason, it also feels like the difference runs deeper somehow. At least that is how it seems at the moment. I apologize for being so vague. It may just be that the race has me overly excited and that is throwing my senses off. You feel something is off, The opposite could be true. The excitement from the race could have sharpened your senses and helped you notice something you missed. If your instincts are telling you something, it would be waste to dismiss them out of hand. I didn't notice anything like that while I was racing though. Though I guess I did imagine Lady Yu so vividly that she might just show up in my dreams. How is that different from usual, you ask? It isn't. Wait for me, Lady Yu. Oh, speaking of dreams. It looks like this fair lady has already set sail for dreamland. So she likes to sleep even earlier than I do. Good. Do you have a ride back to your hotel? If not, I can arrange a car for you. Unless, of course, you would prefer to take camels instead. Okay. 7270. Here's today's report. Mule seemed like a strong candidate, but it turned out she was only up to her usual tricks. So unfortunately, we didn't get much information from her. Yeah, I wish we could have at least determined this, whether this happened naturally or if someone intentionally changed her. Honestly, if it's natural, I don't think there is much we can do about it. However, if it's intentional, then our top suspect is still, yes, BB, the one who invited us here in the first place. I know it might be late to be asking this, but is it even possible to do what we believe she has? Do you know any technique, spell, system, noble phantasm, or law that could turn someone into a beast? And does BB even have access to such ludicrous methods? Methods. Huh? I didn't know what they could be, but knowing BB wouldn't rule it out. She has basically always been computer bug came to life, so I'm sorry, I wish I could say for sure. A computer bug came to life. What a scary thought. In fact, my earlier rampage was caused by a computer bug. I asked you to come to because I'm getting tired of keeping up this deception. So now that you are here, tell me this. What do you mean when you said I smell like this oven was? Exactly what I said. I smelled it on you. I don't know anything more than that. More questions are not what we need right now. Anyway, let's set aside how this could have happened for the moment. Should we look into BB again to see if she is responsible? Alright, I thought I might learn something if I talked to her, so I tried to contact her when I had some spare time. But she's never got back to me. She never got back to me. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. I can't even tell if our connection has been cut off or if she closed it intentionally. When you stop thinking about it, we really don't know anything. How did BB even end up ruling Dubai? Right, I just remembered there is something I wanted to say about the city. Its atmosphere feels strange, and I don't just mean BB's addition. There is something else, something I only realized now that we have been here for a few days. Here a few days. I see. So, what have you noticed? Remember how Mole said she hadn't been able to perform her demon summon ritual? If she was telling the truth, then whatever is so strange about this world might have had something to do with it. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm realizing this place doesn't seem normal. There is something that you'd absolutely expect to be here that I can barely sense. No, not just barely. I can't sense it at all. It's as though it just doesn't exist. Is it her underworld? Because if so, that would make sense considering I think I know where we are. Something you'd absolutely expect to be here? What are you talking about? The scent of death. I am the god of an underworld, so I can obviously sense the presence of death. But I can't pick up even the faintest whiff of death in this city. I don't know why that is or how it could have happened, but I can say this for certain. There is something strange about this city. So we still don't know whether Baby is involved or how she could have done this. If she is all right then. Changing gears, I have a report of my own to make. This has been on my mind for a while now. There is something strange about this city. So today I decided to investigate further and see if I could discover what that was. Really, I have been so taken with this lovely modern city. What could be so strange about it? I'll come right to the point. There has been something off with the map this whole time. Take a look at the guidebook I got at the Dubai Mall. It covers Dubai's history, of course, and it includes a map of what it looks like today. Yeah, it's the same map we have been seeing. We have been seeing since we arrived. What about it? Bluntly, it's wrong. I thought something about it was off from the start. No matter how I think on it, it just doesn't match with the map of Dubai I studied before we left. Not to say it's totally unrecognizable. It's little things that topographically not being quite the same. A certain building being swapped around. There is a plethora of minor inaccuracies. Maybe you are just misremembering. Not to mention, I know it's easy to forget, but we are actually in the year 2030 now too. Isn't it more like that? In the time that's passed, things have changed a bit from what we studied. That's possible, of course, but I'm not the only one who noticed these discrepancies. Think back when Passion Liv was telling us about Dubai. She studied it just like I did, and there were moments when she was confused just like I was too. I think the difference between the map and what she recalled must have left her bewildered. Now that you mention it, I didn't know anything about this supposedly absent sense of death, but I have thought there was something strange about the city as well. Like most of the city is the same as what I studied, but there are some things that don't quite line up with what I remember. I figured I was just missing things up like always, but now, I suppose that's still what? Well, I suppose that's still very possibly the very very much possible the case. I don't know how to frame that sentence, but I got it. Anyway, I just thought I would let you know. Anything. Anyway, things like that have been nagging at me for some time now. So today I decided to ask those two servants we ran into at the breakfast buffet this morning to investigate. I went to investigate the enormous tower we believed to be BB's stronghold, but the bounded field was so powerful I could not get it close. The same was true for the plaza and water fountain at its foot. I was afraid that might be the case, so it seems we really won't be able to get in unless we play by her rules. I accompanied Percival in a survey of the outer edges of the desert during the camel race. Oh, is that why you passed on your chance to participate in the race yourself. That was one reason, yes. I was looking for an opportunity to investigate the desert, and that seemed like my best one. I would have liked to race myself, but if I had, I wouldn't have been able to focus on anything else. At any rate, I'll get right to it. Neither Sir Kotaro nor I was able to find the edge of the desert. Whenever we tried to encounter a kind of lost woods phenomenon which kept us running in circles. So even if we were to head across the desert in the straight line, there is no way for anyone to leave this Dubai. That's definitely not normal. No, it's not, but it is useful information. Now there is one more thing we can say for sure about the oddities with Dubai. We will need to keep it in mind. Of course, we still don't have anything conclusive to go on. So I'm hoping you two, Ninja, will continue to work for us as our safety net. Can we count on you to keep helping Master from the shadows? Indeed. Yes, of course. If things take a turn for worse and something bad does happen, we will end it in the shadow. What? We will end it in the shadows before Master even notices, so that he may continue to enjoy his vacation in peace. That is how a first-rate ninja operates. Of course, the best possible outcome of this is concluding the trip without anything unusual happening. It's still entirely possible that Arashki Girl's beast transformation was just a coincidence, and it will fade away on its own, with no one the worse for wear. Right. However, now that we have come this far, we can't afford to let our guard down. Tomorrow is the last day of our tour. Our job remains the same, and one aspect of it is to gather as much information as we can about beasts, so we can deal with this one properly and safely if it comes to that. If there is something strange with the city itself, learning more about that could be helpful. However, even if nothing further happens with this beast matter, we still have another order we must fulfill at all costs. We will need to keep what we are doing here a secret from the others, and make sure everyone returns from this summer vacation refreshed and rejuvenated. Nice, okay. Okay, subterranean desert. Battle Mashkiri Light. Section 10. Is section 10 and 11 or 11 or 12? Which is... Okay. It is 11 and 12, so yeah, I'll do this quest tomorrow since it looks like there is only 2 arrows for tomorrow's section, so yeah. Okay, level 85. This was silver, so probably gold. Okay. Sure. Okay, this works. Okay, so a flock of birds appears. Chase the bird away before the balloon bursts. Okay.
次の授業です。容赦はしません。次の授業です。
もぐもぐ我がうむうむうむ
多少手荒くともやれいしゅう言われなくとも簡単な問題です。行動のカナリアとかけて焚き火のウサギと解く。その心は
ただのネタブリットですよね。
スムージーサクリファイス。しゃどういう意味です。悪には無知、罪には重い体罰を。
The balloon's starting to fall apart.
そっちですか。
そう
はい、これくらいならこれくらいなら聞きません。いいですね。しゃどういう意味です。しゃどういう意味です。
Okay. New bird sprite. Balloon's starting to fall apart. V.
テキパキと片付け女神ですので。優しい時間はここまでですか。
Okay.
行きますよ海生物。どんな場面でもあなたのせいで台無しです。無視ないなので自称の地平に行ってください。これくらいなら響けアナーハタ。多少手荒くともいいですね。感じてください。これが私の天まで届く恋の波動トリシューラシャクティ。100点の勝利です。やや残念ですが追試の必要はありませんね。
Okay, feathers. 8200. Okay. So before I end it, let's use these 2 tickets. I'll save a bit more Saint cards and then we can roll more after I have done that. If I get her now, that wouldn't be a problem. Oh, please. Nope. That's fine. Okay then. My summon is 363. Uh, just give me a sec. Let me see. It was tomorrow. Today's what? Tuesday. So section 10 on Wednesday for me. Thursday 11 or 12, 11 and 12. Friday is when the finale is unlocked. Sure. Let's do this. The final role. Probably not final, but let's do the rest of the roles on of CL on Friday. So yeah, I'll do that. If I get any more tickets, I don't think there are any. How many tickets are there?
魅惑のドバ
Let's
イ
see.
お知らせ
One, two. Yeah. Only 2 more tickets are there, so yeah. I'll be getting those. Where is the banner going?
いやいらっし
It's on the first, but at what time? Okay, so on reset it is gone. So I can probably get tickets from the monthly shop. I'll see about that. If I don't get her, then I'll probably try with those monthly tickets in the last. That will probably not be on stream, so yeah, hopefully it doesn't get to that and I get her before that. I got the multi from Ishtar being born 11. I got 30 SQ from that, so that's why it's on 59. Last time we were on 22. Then these story quests plus the fragments has reached us to 50 to 29 and plus 30, so it's 59. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll do the free quests and try to bond up and get more saint codes as much as I can. So yeah, thank you all for watching. See you guys tomorrow with continuation of the story, since I think most of our crew is probably probably close to figuring out what is going on with this Dubai. So yeah, hopefully that is what section 11 and 12 are going to be about. So probably a setup tomorrow. So yeah, thank you all for watching. See you guys tomorrow with the continuation. If you guys like, a like and subscribe would definitely help. Otherwise, see you guys next time. Bye.